picking. We got the selection next.
Newest thing from Pizza Hut isn't pizza at all. It's cheesy, so crispy, loaded with toppings, and just $6.99. Enough for two, price for one. New Pizza Hut melts, just $6.99.
Legendary performance tonight watching basketball at Dave & Buster's. How's it feel?
Well, vindicated, Nikki. That's the only thing I can say. You know, there's a lot of people who don't see what you do behind the scenes. You know, they don't see you sitting on the couch by yourself watching TV, right? They don't see you eating wings by yourself, right?
Okay, what's up? What's up?
You gotta get a job. And to them,
It's your boy, Real Talk Cowboy.
Vindicated indeed. The
And I'm
Slam
back
Dunk deal. Score a power card with an entree for
this
$29.99
next
at Dave &
draft
Buster's.
pick for
New
our
and existing
beloved Dallas
customers can choose the
Cowboys.
phone they want, like the
Again,
incredible iPhone 14.
Welcome to the Real
on
Talk
us.
Cowboy Show,
Not to brag,
and I'm
but
your
I'm
boy,
on Verizon
Real Talk
now.
Cowboy,
Wow.
And I got to choose
the newest
phone
and
I wanted
upcoming
for free.
Dallas
Stop
Cowboy
bragging.
content
bragging.
creator
Who, me? Never.
on your
Oh,
social
excuse me.
media.
Hello,
Wade.
Your Royal Highness, sir.
Thank you for tuning
Okay,
in.
that's a brag.
I was
New
on
and
early,
existing customers can choose the phone
took
they
a
want,
break,
like
and
the
now I'm
incredible
back.
iPhone 14 on us.
waiting
On
on
the network worth bragging about.
third
Verizon.
round pick from our beloved
Which
Dallas
NFL players depend on
Cowboys.
sleep number? This Walter Payton
Well, let's
NFL
talk
Man of
about
the Year
Al
sure does. I mean, just
around
look at
for a
him. Super
moment.
Bowl champions do. The Offensive Player of the Year does. Turns
I didn't
out
like it,
80% of NFL
not
players have a
because
Sleep Number
of
smart
me
bed. It's
not liking
game-changing
the
sleep.
player.
Visit sleepnumber.com to shop now.
With Allegra, allergies
not
don't
because
hold
I
us
didn't
back.
know anything
Allegra
about the
starts
player,
working 2 times
but
faster than Claritin.
I felt
And unlike Zyrtec,
the
it won't make us
position
drowsy.
itself.
Allegra gives you the
We
fastest,
didn't need a
non-drowsy
tight end.
24-hour allergy relief. So you
we
can
already
live your
had
greatness.
two rookies coming off from last year that are playing well.
Who needs that much
we
more
should
time?
give a chance this year, right?
He does.
And then not only that,
No, what does that mean?
look at all of
It means
the,
you're gonna need more Tide. See? More
all
life,
of the people
More
that we
Tide,
left on the
more
board
adorable, more
that
Tide.
we could have done.
Everyone's gonna need
Like we need a linebacker.
You're going to need
We
more
need an
time.
offensive
It's a mess out
lineman.
there. That's why there's 85% more Tide in every
I
power
just don't understand that pick.
All right, we got some trade
But again, we
details
all
here
will
on
never
NFL
know
Draft Center.
everything,
The Steelers,
right,
they were
until
supposed to
it
make the selection. The
unfolds.
Panthers moving up.
So I would
Picking
say
right
to
now,
the
we take it to
Cowboy
Kansas
Nation
City to find out who they
that
like.
we must
Look at that.
trust the process. Again, we must trust the process.
The Pittsburgh Steelers have traded the 80th pick to the Carolina Panthers. With the 80th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Carolina
Again, we
Panthers
must trust
select
the process.
DJ Johnson,
And trust that
linebacker,
our coaches,
Oregon.
front office are doing everything
DJ
they
Johnson
can
is a linebacker, but I mean, this
put us
is
in a
a
position
heavy-handed guy. This might be the most
to
explosive
make it
hand
past
strike
playoffs
that I watched of
and
anyone
into
on the defensive
the
line.
Super Bowl.
He is a player who
Again,
runs
I'm
really
not
fast.
a big
Didn't
fan
have great
of
workout numbers other than
our
the speed and some of the explosion numbers weren't
second
as great
round
as
pick.
I expected. But he's
Not
a player that you
because
can
of the
see
person.
getting much better on the NFL level. Kind of the way his game
But
is played
because
is suited to
of
what the NFL
position,
likes. But unfortunately,
the
right now,
position that
I think
I
the reason he's being
feel
drafted
or
right here
felt
is just because
that we didn't
he's a little
need.
inconsistent. And from a skill standpoint, he's got to get a
I
lot more
felt-
skilled with his
I
hands.
feel
But
that Ferguson
physicality,
and
play strength, and brute explosiveness are something that teams are going to bet on in the NFL because
look it up.
oftentimes
I'm
it
tired of
takes-
screwing
Okay, but how does
up
he fit
this
with guys that are
man's
already
name.
there? Like they already have Brian Burns. They have to figure that out. Like, how does this work?
Well, I think that what you have is you want a guy who can be a sub rusher potentially as well and rush from the inside. So you play him as a base rusher,
me look
a
at
base end
this.
on a 4-3, and then you bump him or as a 3-4 stand up. And you can bump him inside to potentially rush from the interior.
Mhm.
He's got a real thick frame. Like I think he can carry a lot more
Hendershot.
weight if he wanted to
That's
be
his
honest.
name.
If he eats and drinks
Hendershot.
water.
If he
And as I
eats
go
Kit
and
Kats,
look up
Nobody's eating Kit Kats around here. I
The
don't know what you're talking
I
about.
Dallas
just
Cowboys
the last
depth
one,
chart.
so I don't see it out here anymore.
I ate it.
I'm starting to get a little hungry
I'm
myself.
going to get heavier in my frame. I drank some water and I ate a Kit Kat.
Shoemaker
Johnson, by the way,
Luke
actually led the Oregon Ducks with 6 sacks.
And
Tennessee
as the
right now
starting tight
is
end.
on the clock. Here's Lance's best available.
Can I run down a couple things I want to mention here?
1000%.
So Darnell Washington,
Again,
just so you know, I think there's
as I
a little
went
bit of
to
questions
go
about some medicals.
make sure I'm
A lot of
pronouncing
times when you see names, you say, "How in the world is this guy?" I don't know on
name
Keely
correctly.
Ringo, other than
I
there are a
see
lot
in
of
the
teams
depth
who
chart
weren't
of
as
the Dallas
crazy about him,
Cowboys
but he's
depth
big,
chart of
tall, fast, he's
2023.
strong.
They
I'm
have
a little surprised on
already
Ringo.
put
Dwan Jones
Luke
just has to be your
Schoolmaker
flavor, right? He's a
in
much
as the
bigger
starting
tackle.
tight end.
I think Washington's eventually
Will
going
be
to
very
come off the board
interesting.
before the end of the round, but
I know that we
it's
have a
always
new
intriguing to me to watch
offensive
players slide
coordinator.
because we just don't know what's happening. But once they
And it
start
would
the
be
slide,
kinda new for
and sometimes
Jake
we just
Ferguson
evaluate
and
him wrong. Like
Hendershot.
Jalen Hyatt, obviously,
But I just
I
don't
had
know
a first round
how
grade on him.
they
It was
think
borderline 1-2,
that this
but the
guy,
NFL liked him in the third.
Luke
So
I just want to know
Schoolmaker,
what's going on with their pass defense. When are they going to address? They had the
will be able
32nd
to
ranked
out
passing
Ferguson.
defense. You know how many teams
Hendershot.
there are? 32. So
But hey,
what are we going to do here? You know?
I will
We'll
say
trust
this, and
the
just going back
process.
to your board, one name that we haven't
And
even
I'm
brought up yet, because we talk about how deep the
let
cornerback
these
class
professionals
is.
that
Clark
get
Phillips,
paid
and you had mentioned this
do what they
sometimes,
do,
like
make these
measurables
decisions.
don't always add up, or like what they actually
that we're not
did at the
making
combine.
a
That dude made
bad choices
play
here.
after play after play.
here's
Again,
the problem.
we need
Well,
offensive
we'll get into Clark
lineman,
Phillips when he gets taken.
So-
need a linebacker,
I don't know if maybe it's here, but we'll take
and
Tennessee's pick
a
right
running
now.
back.
We'll take it
We
to Kansas
go out
City to
and
find
get a
out who
tight
this
end.
man is like.
So I am mixed emotions, but like I said, we as fans must trust our head coaches and front office until otherwise.
Yes, Super Bowl champion, but also a co-host on the best sports morning talk show on TV, Good Morning Football. I have to say, congratulations to the
Again,
Kansas City
thank you all
Chiefs.
for
I
tuning
saw
in to the Real
Mahomes
Talk
and
Cowboy
Kelsey
Show.
out
I'm
here.
your
I've
boy,
had some
Real
fond
Talk
memories
Cowboy.
here. I remember
You could have
being
been
at Arrowhead
anywhere here
Stadium in
tonight,
2018
but you decided to
when we
be
won
here
the
with
AFC
me
Championship game.
and join me for
and
this
we
live
went to the Super
NFL
Bowl,
draft
and
coverage
Patrick Mahomes
coming
was
from
one
your boy, Real Talk
trophy
Cowboy, and I appreciate
short.
you.
Yes, I said it. I'm sorry. But now it's all about the Tennessee Titans, and we are the real team where the Houston Oilers started. You see me rocking it. Tennessee, the home of the best barbecue in the nation. Did I say something? No, not true. No, I take it back. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend anybody. But for the Titans, the division is ours. I don't care what Houston did yesterday. They're going to go get their Letterman jackets again. The Indianapolis Colts are 2-6 against the Titans since Pat McAfee came up here and did his wrestling announcement. And the Jacksonville Jaguars, they haven't had back-to-back winning seasons since I was a senior in high school. But now, for the 81st pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Tajay Spears, running back from Tulane. Tighten up, everybody!
A very, very productive running back who has got a nose for the end zone, Cynthia, tying an FBS lead, 21 scrimmage touchdowns.
This is your guy.
I am a huge fan of his. I think that
The Dallas Cowboys, for their third round pick, are placed or positioned at pick number 90.
Contact,
and we're
his
at
lateral
pick
balance, so his
82
body
now.
balance, being able to
So we have
withstand
8 more picks
changing of
before our beloved
direction,
Dallas
all those
Cowboys
different things that can really
get the pick
forecast at the
again
best, at
in
the
the
next
third,
level.
third round, which
I'm
is the final
surprised
round
by the
of
pick
tonight.
from a fit standpoint, just because, like I said, I was more curious about what's going to happen on that 32nd ranked pass defense. But I guess if you're trying to, control the ball between him and Derrick Henry, you're going to have a lot of minutes ticked off the clock. Maybe that's the strategy. I really like Tajay Spears, though.
Man,
Again,
not for
thank
nothing,
you all
by the
for
way. I
tuning
know
in
we're
to the
showing
Real
Super
Talk
Bowl
Cowboy
footage
Show.
there. I'm
your
laughing
boy, Real
because
Talk Cowboy.
every single play was that
Again,
SC
thank you
game
for
where he runs for
tuning in.
220 and
Once
fourth
again,
down.
Well, you run
so
two for
early
220,
on,
you're going to
back
create a
on
lot of
again.
highlight reels.
So you
Trying
don't
to
even need
give
to show any
coverage
other
to
video.
our third round pick,
That's his
which
production.
is
here.
pick
All right,
number
Tampa Bay, the
90
selection is in.
in
We
the
take it back to
third
Kansas
round.
City.
Again, our second round pick was
What's up, Buccaneers? What's up, Buccaneers? How you doing?
Schoonmaker, tight end out of
Fire
Michigan.
those cannons. Fire those cannons. Okay.
A lot of people are not crazy about the pick or happy.
Okay.
I'm in that boat as well, but I'm going to have to trust our
2023 NFL
coaches
draft,
in front
the
office.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Yaya Diaby, linebacker, Louisville.
He get up in your grill. Career high 14 CFL.
I would say I'm
also
not.
9
It's not that I'm not a
sacks
fan
for the
of
Cardinals.
Yaya Diaby
Luke himself. I'm not a fan of the
people at the
position.
Senior Bowl. And
at
you see it on
this
tape,
so
and you're
early.
like, I mean, what
We
position
do
is he
have
going to play? Is
two-
he a power end? He's
I feel
you don't know
two
if he's
nice
a power
tight
end.
ends
You don't know if he's going to
that are
gain
coming
weight
off
and
their
become a
rookie
three
year
technique. You hear
and
there
about to be
they
their
called
second
him a linebacker.
year
I just
this
know
year
that Yaya
coming up.
Diaby is hard to
I feel that
block
they
and
could
makes plays. So
handle
if you
the
like guys
workload.
that are hard to block and makes plays, I think
But
you're
I'm
going to
gonna
like
trust
Yaya
the process.
Diaby. So
Maybe
Tampa Bay,
they want to
and,
run a
that happens to be what
three tight end
Jason
set. I
likes.
don't know.
But he
But
really,
as I
to
stated
me,
before, when I went
I
to
saw it on
look
tape
up
and I'm like, oh, this guy's kind of interesting. Then I
Hendershot's
saw the
name
Senior
because I
Bowl
was
and said,
pronouncing
he
it
is-
wrong.
He's kind of a
I
dude.
saw
I'm
where
gonna
they
keep
have
an eye on.
already
Now,
put
I'm
Luke
not sure how you're going to play him. My guess
Schoonmaker
is
That's what I
as
was
the
going to ask.
starting
How does it
tight
look,
end.
Cansey?
I don't know.
For the
Does
depth
Vita
chart.
Vea, like, how does
The
this
depth
work?
chart
But I
of
mean,
the
look,
Dallas
Todd Bowles can figure
Cowboys
that out, but
for
how
the
does this
season.
work?
Well, I think he
the
puts pressures on
2023
defense. I think
season.
he's a defensive end. So I think what's going to happen is they want to put pressure on the guys who are not producing right now at defensive end. I think competition
feel
just stepped in the building.
We should have
Broncos on the
picked
clock. It was
offensive
Seattle's
lineman
pick.
Come on,
at
Broncos,
that
into that
please take
spot
a defensive back.
Find out who they're
or a
gonna draft
linebacker.
next.
That's just my thought process. But hey, who am I? Nobody but Real Talk Cowboy, right?
Rumor has it you're considering a trade to leave the booth for the bar.
Listen, Nikki, I'm always looking for the best opportunity to watch, but I'm just focused on getting the next round of beers.
Don't forget to share, like,
Get a
and
power
comment.
card with an
Again,
entree only
don't
at
forget to
Dave &
share
Buster's.
and like this
Newest
content.
Pizza Hut isn't pizza
By
at
liking
all.
and sharing.
It's cheesy,
You
so
let
crispy,
me, the
loaded with
content
toppings, and
creator,
just
know that you're
$6.99.
digging this
Enough for
content,
two, price for one.
as well
New
as
Pizza Hut
all the
dogs,
social
just
media
$6.99.
front offices and people that
New and
handle
existing
the
customers can choose the
algorithm.
phone they want, like the
They
incredible
will see
iPhone 14
that, you know,
on us.
this
Not to brag,
content
but
is
I'm
needed
on
because you
Verizon
all
now.
are watching
Wow.
it, right?
And I got to choose the phone I
So
wanted
please
for free.
share
Not bragging.
and like.
You me never. Oh, excuse
Also,
me.
I'm on podcast.
Hello, your
Go and
Royal
search the
Highness,
real
sir.
Okay, that's
the Real Talk
New and
Cowboy
existing
Show.
customers can choose the phone they
Subscribe
want, like the incredible
on
iPhone
whatever
14 on
podcast
us.
platform you're on. You will find me there.
about.
I'm on every
Verizon.
one.
With Allegra, allergies
Again,
don't
the
hold
Real
us back.
Talk
Allegra
Cowboy
starts
Show
working 2 times
on your
faster than
podcast
Claritin. And
platform.
unlike Zyrtec, it
Go
won't make
subscribe.
us drowsy, so you can live your greatness. And Allegra Hives works from the inside to relieve itching and reduce hives for 24 hours.
And also, make sure that you go and connect with me on all of my social media platforms: Facebook, IG, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, Clubhouse, YouTube, and of course, as I stated before, podcast. So go, Real Talk Cowboy. The only one that's different right now
Since
is
the dawn of
TikTok,
man,
and that's Mr.
getting
Real
help has
Talk
been hard.
Cowboy.
Whether it's for ED,
Go follow, like,
hair loss,
and share.
or your mental health,
And if you're watching via
You're in.
Facebook,
getting help is simple. It all
go
starts
ahead and
with
send me
one
those
small click
stars
for
if you're digging this content. Put a star.
And you.
Stars are
And
gifts
you.
that
That can
you
change everything for future you.
watch the viewer
That's healthcare.
and
As
give
it
the
should
content creator,
Click
which
now.
is me,
Thank
Real
yourself
Talk
later.
Cowboy,
Get started at
to let me know
forgames.com.
that you're digging the
And a third
content.
rounder for next year. We were
But
speculating
also it
to
let
break.
Mark
what's on the
Zuckerberg
board? What's
and
the
his
position?
team
What do
know
you think here?
If
that
I
you're
know Sean
digging this
Payton, it's corner.
content and that you want to see it more.
Here's a list of the.
We'll see if you know
Go
him.
ahead and
Let's see.
send me
Let's
those
see. Maybe I
stars if
don't.
you're
Maybe I don't know
digging
anything about him. We'll see.
Make it a
content. Again, you all tell me, how do you feel about that second round pick by our beloved Dallas Cowboys in the comment section?
The Seattle Seahawks have traded the 83rd pick to the Denver Broncos. With the 83rd pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Denver Broncos select Riley Moss, defensive back, Iowa.
You know your Sean Payton.
I like that they called him a defensive back
Of course
here
to
because
say.
he did line up as a box
coming into
safety
the draft.
at Iowa. Not a ton, but a little bit. I think
Our
this is a really
coaches
nice
have-
mix. So again, they got Pat Surtain a couple of seasons ago. They don't have the edge
Well, it's
rush
front
that we've seen.
office.
But when you look at what you
Wanted to
need
get a
in the
tight
AFC
end
West,
and a
give those guys
defensive
just
back.
an extra titch of time
So
to be able
don't be
to go rush the
surprised
passer. Riley Moss,
here
really
in the
consistent
third
in all
round with the
3 seasons that I
90th
watched
pick
his film for. In
that
fact,
our
in
beloved
2021, he
Dallas
got a
Cowboys
55 passer rating allowed, which is very
a
low.
defensive
This
back.
is one of my favorite ones on film that I thought
That's
could go
supposed to say.
maybe a little bit higher than
That's
this.
what
So
the
I
game
think this is
plan
great
was
value
coming
here for the
into
Broncos, even
tonight's
trading something
draft.
away.
And I like the fact that
Again,
a lot of people will say, well,
sources
maybe you
have
can
been
move to safety.
have reported that the Dallas Cowboys had a plan tonight to come in to draft a tight end and a defensive back. We can see that they did so with the tight end. Again, they already selected a tight end.
The most Miami
Second
pick
round
ever, fastest
at
running
pick
back at
58.
the NFL
Don't be
Combine.
surprised
4.32.
if you
This is
see
not really that fair.
fabulous
But
Dallas Cowboys.
this is really crazy.
pick a
I mean,
cornerback.
I would watch something like a 4x100
In the third-
relay.
a cornerback
with
in the
fastest
third
players
round
on every
with the
NFL
90th
team.
pick.
I would watch that, but it's kind of like, why are we even going to watch? It's the dream team, right? A-Chain track guy, Tyreek
I
track
do
guy.
hope
You've
and
got
pray
Jalen Waddle track guy.
that we
They
can
would blow
find some
everyone
gems
away.
for the
Ty-
offensive
this is-
line and
I like
linebacker
I like
in the
Devon
later
A-Chain,
rounds.
and I'll tell you why. He's 188
definitely
pounds, but he
need
runs
And I'll
like he's
tell you why.
he runs like
Another
he's 218 pounds
offensive
between
lineman.
the tackles. He's not
And a
afraid of
linebacker.
contact. Now, at the same time, he needs to be careful.
Again,
He's
you
got
all
really
over there in
elite
Facebook
quick
land,
cut ability. He's more of a
YouTube land,
build-up speed guy
Twitch,
than he is
Twitter,
an instant access gas
TikTok.
type of runner. But
Let
he's
me
also
know
a really dangerous player out of the backfield. So what they're basically
in the
doing,
comment section,
and it is a Miami
you
pick
would like
because they're saying,
for
let's
the
just get a weapon
fabulous
and I'll
Dallas
go mad
Cowboys to
scientist
pick
on
up
you, and we'll find a way
here
to get the
shortly.
ball to players in space.
In
And
5
we're going to
more
have more
picks, we're
speed
at
than you can tackle.
85. And the
By the way, at 5'8",
Chargers are on
on
the
an
clock.
NFL field, you know he's becoming
And the
very
Dallas
quickly one of my favorite
Cowboys
players
pick
in the league.
at
If you
pick
can
number
produce
9.
right, the speed going to be
So we have
a
5 picks
real
away.
Oh, the
factor.
Chargers, they're here too.
Yeah, the Chargers back in the
Hey,
dance.
welcome.
Just taking their picks and not moving around.
With the 85th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Chargers select Deion Henley, linebacker, Washington State.
Ooh, sneaky pick here.
Very.
Henley, a big hitter in a lot of ways and not shy of contact. Second in the Pac-12 conference with 106 tackles. Keep talking about some of the needs here for Chargers. This feels like, Cynthia, a really good pick.
It does. And the interesting part here is it's all about the blitz here. He
That's
had
who the
really
Dallas
good production
Cowboys
with when his team
should have
leveraged
gotten,
the blitz. So
in my
it's
opinion.
very it feels like maybe Coach Staley got a little bit more of a voice after round
Like I
one. He's
said,
like,
in
hey,
my
we
opinion.
need to address some things back here. But this is nice, and it'll be interesting to see if this will help them also against the run.
You know, he's more active than instinctive, but he's extremely rambunctious as a player. And he had a great Senior Bowl, too. He's a guy that's made himself money in this offseason, in this draft season. Definitely made himself money.
Baltimore Ravens, no matter what, they
Again,
got good news yesterday.
thank you for
Lamar
tuning in
Jackson
to the
ain't
Real
going
Talk
anywhere.
Cowboy Show.
They're on
I'm
the
your
clock.
boy,
86
Real Talk
overall
Cowboy.
pick is coming up next.
Welcome to the
My
grown
turn.
and sexy Cigar Lounge.
Legendary performance tonight watching basketball at Dave & Buster's. How's it feel?
Well, vindicated.
Come in,
Nikki,
have a
that's
seat.
the only thing I can say. You know, there's a lot of
Get your
people who don't
cigar
see what you do
out.
behind the
Your
scenes. You know,
drink
they don't see you
that you pair
sitting
with
on the
your
couch
cigar.
by yourself watching TV, right? They don't
Sit
see
down,
you eating
relax.
wings by yourself, right?
Smoke,
They say you
drink.
got to get up, you got to get a job. And to
And
them,
let's
I
talk
say
this
tonight
Dallas Cowboys
proves you
football
wrong.
talk.
Vindicated indeed. The slam
And
dunk
most
deal.
importantly,
Score a
want
power
you to
card with an
relax.
entree for $29.99 at Dave & Buster's.
New
Now
and
I'm your boy,
existing
Real
customers
Talk
can choose
Cowboy,
the phone they want,
the newest
like the
and
incredible
latest and
iPhone 14
upcoming
on us.
Dallas
Not to
Cowboy
brag, but
content
I'm
creator.
on Verizon now.
Wow.
And
On
I
your
got to
social
choose
media
the phone I
airwaves.
wanted for free. Not bragging.
You're bragging.
Trying
Who,
to
me?
bring
Never.
you
Oh, excuse me.
the Dallas
Hello,
Cowboys
Your
latest and
Royal
breaking
Highness,
news,
sir.
rumors, and
Okay,
much
that's a
more.
brag.
New and existing
Without
customers can
watering
choose
it
the phone they
down
want, like the
and
incredible
without any
iPhone
chasing.
14 on us.
Straightforward.
On the network,
Keeping it
worth
100.
bragging about.
That's
Verizon.
why I'm Real Talk Cowboy.
How does Little Caesars know when to bring back pretzel crust?
I'm sure they've got it down to a science.
Some people like to be politically correct. I just like to be straightforward and real. Giving it to you straight with no chaser.
He's dancing. Pretzel Pete is busted a move. Pretzel Crust is back.
Yeah, they definitely know what they're doing. The crust the world craves is back at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
All right, so the Baltimore Ravens yesterday had epic news. Lamar Jackson agreeing to terms, biggest contract in NFL history. And he's got arguably the best wide receiver in this class. I know some people had Jackson Smith and Jigba. Nonetheless, we saw Zay Flowers now rocking a Baltimore Ravens baseball cap. The big question is going to be with them on the clock with the 86th overall pick.
Soon you all will be able to purchase shirts and hats.
Already has gotten better knowing
also, we'll be doing raffles and
Absolutely.
giveaways.
Zay creates a ton of separation. Him and both Odell Beckham Jr., by the way, which counts 100% when you're looking at what the changes this offseason.
So
I
we're
think it's
at
going to be a lot of fun to see this offense
86.
pass the
Baltimore
football.
Ravens are on
Amazing.
the clock, about to come
we'll
out
see
and
if it's
announce
offense or
their
defense
selection.
here at 86.
The Cowboys at pick number 90 in the third round.
What's going on, Kansas City? Baltimore, what's going on?
What's up there, Tori?
I'm
Torrey
not going to
Smith
sit
is
here
from
and
my
troll y'all
hometown.
like Jason did about the Titans. He's a little delusional, but y'all know what's going on in Baltimore. Eric DeCosta has been cooking this week, and it's on. With the 86th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens select Trenton Simpson, linebacker, Clemson.
Now I'm going to see if we can get
Trenton Simpson's the fastest linebacker
Torrey Smith on
in
here.
the draft, and I think he's a
on
guy who
the
probably
show.
thought he was going to go in the second round. So right now, a lot of
Get
emotion.
his insight.
Instinctively,
perspective
that's his issue. He
on
doesn't.
certain
His eyes
things.
don't see it clearly. But I think if you get him out of the middle of the defense and you really let him be a true will linebacker and just go run and hit, I think he's got a chance to really be an
As you all been
intriguing
watching,
prospect because he's got
there's a lot of
amazing
linebackers
speed.
been
I mean,
going
truly
off the
running
board
back
here in the
caliber,
third round.
wide receiver caliber speed.
the Dallas
And that's
Cowboys
rare
still
to
have
see at a
not yet
linebacker, you know,
pick
who's
a
at about
linebacker.
230 pounds. You're going to see him shooting
They
in like a
go
bullet
in the
on
second
most
round
of
and
these.
get a tight
I
end.
love that the Ravens kind of select the middle and
Yes,
the
I'm
trenches
still
to
salty
build
about
from
that,
because
but again,
this is in the
I'ma get
third
over
round.
it,
It's not
and
like
I'm
we're
gonna try
first
to
round
trust
picking this. I think
the
that
plan and
they're
the
getting
process
smarter about
that has
addressing
been put in
needs that are
place
specific, especially
by
to
our
what they're
head
facing.
coach,
And they're going to face the Steelers, and they're going to
coaches,
face the
and front
Browns, who love
office.
to run the football, and they're going to put themselves in the situation that this absolutely helps them a ton on their. I like this pick. I don't always love linebackers, but this is we're in linebacker territory.
Well, you want to be fast, right? They want
No,
to be
this
fast.
is
so they
this is
got
great,
fast.
but maybe you just don't do it. You know, in
Shout
the
out to
first
all
round
the
Lions. But
Dallas
I'm just saying.
Cowboy content creators
4.43
that are
speed.
live
Yeah,
at
Lance,
the moment.
speed for
We'll be
Simpson, if I'm
going
not
live.
mistaken. I mean, like
I
you said it.
salute
Hey, he
you
could
all.
be a second round guy. There was a mock or two that had him as a first rounder.
Kwesi,
Trade
huh?
details.
His old team.
Niners, welcome back to the party.
I'm back.
Coming up.
This is their first time. Kwesi.
Okay,
Niner
pick
fans,
number
what's up? We
87.
waited a long time. We finally got our pick. The Minnesota Vikings have traded the 87th pick to the San Francisco 49ers. And with our first selection in the 2023 NFL Draft, the 87th pick, the San Francisco 49ers select Jair Brown, DB, Penn State. Audrey Grace, I love you. Let's go Niners!
So the kid out of Penn State, I've listened to Michael Robinson love up Jair Brown, the safety, for a lot of good reasons. 4+ sacks, 4+ interceptions.
Pick
The
number
production
88,
clearly is there. He's the only
which is
FBS
2
player
away from pick 90 in the third
I'm
round.
telling you, this is a
Our
really,
beloved
really
Dallas
nice
Cowboys
pick for them fit-wise.
have
You
the number
already have
90th
that
pick.
nasty front. Okay, so
And
then what? Figuring
I
out
told you
safety, having this guy
earlier
who's rangy, he can
that
both play out
sources
front
have
and in the
reported
back.
that
So, like,
the Dallas Cowboys
interceptions in the
plan
back, sacks up front,
coming into tonight's
super
draft
versatile
was
player.
to draft
This is
a
a
tight
nice
end
pick. If you're going to come up,
and a
with
defensive
12
back.
spots, this is a really nice pick to come up
So
for.
don't be
Fits what they're doing.
surprised
And remember, it's now
if you
Steve
see
Wilkes
the Dallas
that's leading that
Cowboys pick a
defense.
defensive
And
back
Steve
here in
Wilkes
the
is a
third
guy who
round
those players love to
pick
play
number
for. This
90.
is a very Steve Wilkesy fit.
Do
Is that
I
right?
think
Steve
we
Wilkes?
need a defensive back?
I'll roll with
You know, every year when I
Maybe
do
so, but
watch all
not
these
this high.
prospects,
I
almost
think we need
500
to
total,
go and
I have
get some of
favorites at every
these good
position.
offensive
This was my
linemen
favorite safety.
Love.
and
Jair
linebackers
Brown,
while
I
they're going
absolutely
well.
loved him. His story
In my
is awesome.
opinion, the
He came
linebackers are
from
going
a
faster
small
than the
school,
offensive
and
linemen.
he transferred from junior college.
But
And
I
he's
had
like
several offensive
grateful for the
linemen
opportunity.
on my
He's
sheet
a player that
that have
people
been
at Penn
taken off
State love.
already.
He plays the game
But
with tremendous
there are still some
passion.
good
It's
ones.
important to him.
And so I
And
hope
he
and
just
pray that we can
understands
find
that
some
this
late
is something that he
gems
was meant to do, was play football.
for the
And he
offensive
treats it
linemen,
like that. And when he didn't have a great
linebacker
workout at the
position.
combine, it hurt his stock a little bit. I thought he could have maybe been a second-round pick. But he did better at the pro day, and here he is in the third round of the draft. I think he's a really good football player. I think this is a very nice selection, and I think he's a future starter.
Yeah, like this from a Niners perspective. They've done a really nice job late in drafts the last couple seasons, finding some gems on the defensive side. Jacksonville ready to make the pick.
Hey, I'm back. Like the Jaguars are going to be back this year. Check them out. With the 88th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Tank Bigsby, running back out of Auburn. Let's go.
So the running back out of Auburn in Bigsby led the team in rushing, 970 yards on the ground, 10 rushing touchdowns as well, and actually a pretty good pass catcher as well, 30 receptions for him. Do we like this selection from a Jacksonville perspective?
Yeah, we're trying to beat people up, right? We're trying to get two running backs. We already know that one of the running backs, they had James Robinson and Etienne, and they let Robinson move on. But you have Etienne, who is a dual threat pass catcher / runner, and Tank Bigsby is a guy who has the elusiveness, but he also has the power. That's one of the things I really liked about Bijan Robinson, right? He could go from being elusive to powerful. He's got some really quick lateral cuts, but when it's time to finish now, the name Tank really shows up in his game. He is a physical finisher. I think he's one of the more unheralded running backs in the draft. And I think he is a player that will be a nice complementary piece
Dallas
as the
Cowboys will be
Jacksonville
picking
Jaguars try to smash
number
people
90
with the
in
running
the third
game.
round.
What about the
We're
defense,
here
though?
at pick number
Got some
89.
questions and some answers that still
And
need
the
to be
Rams are on the
decided.
clock.
Who plays defense?
We don't need defense anymore.
We don't need
Again,
That's an AFC team.
sources revealed that the Dallas
Giants,
Cowboys plan to
Giants
come
were
in.
on the clock. It is
This
now the
draft tonight
Rams
was to
selection. Remember
draft
that
a
trade
tight
that
end
scored them Jalen Hyatt. We'll
and
see what
a
LA is
defensive
thinking
back.
coming up next.
Part of that has already came true. We drafted a tight end in the second round, pick number
Legendary
58.
performance tonight watching basketball
Luke
at Dave & Buster's. How's it feel?
Stonemaker
Well, vindicated.
from
Nikki,
Michigan.
that's the only thing I can say. There's a lot of people who
Right
don't see
now,
what you
the
do
Dallas Cowboys
behind the
have
scenes.
picked
They don't see you
two players
sitting on
from
the
the same
couch by
school.
yourself watching TV, right? They don't
Michigan.
see you eating wings by yourself, right?
And
they say
some
you
of
gotta
you
get up,
all,
you
if
gotta
you've
get a
been
job.
watching
And to
all
them,
of the
I say
draft,
tonight
you'll know
proves
that
you wrong.
Vindicated
Eagles
indeed. The slam dunk
have
deal.
picked
Score a power
two
card with an entree for
players from
$29.99
Georgia.
at Dave & Buster's.
So it's
New and
turning out to
existing
be that
customers
the
can choose the phone
Cowboys
they want.
are the
like the
Cowboy
incredible
Michigan,
iPhone 14 on us.
and the
Not to
Eagles
brag,
are the
but I'm on Verizon now.
Wow.
And I got to choose the
Eagle
phone I wanted
Dogs
for
or
free.
Georgia
Not bragging.
Bulldogs or whatever you want to
Who,
call
me?
them.
Never. Oh, excuse me.
Hello, Your Royal Highness, sir.
Okay, that's a brag.
New and existing
And I'm in
customers
here
can choose the phone they want, like the incredible
doing my
iPhone
live
14
show.
on us.
On the
And Alexa
network
is in the
worth
kitchen.
bragging about.
Verizon.
Picking up
How does
on
Little
my
Caesars know when to
conversation
bring
and
back
trying
Hustle
to
Crust?
I'm sure
figure
they've
what
got
I'm
it down to a
saying and talking
science.
to me. Bless her heart and all her parts.
Something.
Come on.
He's dancing. Pretzel Pete has busted a move. Pretzel crust is back.
Yeah, they definitely know what they're doing. The crust the world craves is back at Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
All right, winding down round number 3, day 2 of the NFL draft. Yeah, Rams house. I don't know if it's their house right now in Kansas City.
It's definitely not their house.
Yeah, especially where the roster is.
We're in the Rams house
right now. Yeah, exactly. Far
They're
ways
not in
away
the Rams house.
from Kansas City. Lance, here's a look at your best available.
Give me a corner, please.
There's been I'm almost surprised some of these names have fallen the way that
Do you
they
just
have.
want the Seahawks to pass all over you again? And Yak from the Niners?
All right,
Anyone?
Cynthia's thinking the back half of that defense, maybe we go corner. We find out from Kansas City.
With the 89th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Rams select Kobe Turner, defensive tackle, Wake Forest.
Okay, I expected Kobe Turner to go later, day 3. He goes here, but not because I didn't like him. I was just told by NFL teams that's about his spot. I actually have a grade that would be more equivalent to a
all right,
fourth-round
folks.
pick, and that's basically
Now,
what we're getting into.
our beloved
right?
Dallas
We're getting close
Cowboys
to- we're at pick number 9
are on the clock.
I really liked Kobe Turner. Really liked him.
Let's
He's
see
exceptional from
where
a
they go.
pound for pound
Let's see if
strength
the sources
standpoint.
are
We know
right.
they've got a guy that's the champion
Well, the
of
Dallas
pound for pound
Cowboys
strength, and Aaron Donald.
are gonna try
He's
to
got
mix up.
amazing punch strength. He had 43 and a
No, I
half
should not
tackles
say
for
that
loss
because
during
we
his
have a
career
plan, so
at Richmond
let
and
me
then
not say
Wake
mix
Forest.
up.
When you watch him at
But
Richmond
do
or you
what's
watch him
right
at Wake Forest, it's the
and
exact
pick
same thing.
according
The
to our
step up at
needs.
competition did not bother him at
And
all.
again,
He is
our needs
extremely
right
tough
now
to
is the
move off
offensive
the point of
lineman
attack, and then he's got great ankle
and
flexion. When you
linebacker,
have ankle
in my
flexion,
opinion.
you have the ability to turn at tight angles and make more plays in the
I
backfield.
mean,
Okay,
what do they
but
say
what
about opinions?
about the Jalen Ramsey replacement?
They're like
Anybody?
buttholes. Everyone
No?
have
Well,
one.
I mean, yeah,
So some good corners though that are on the board. Maybe they try
it's
to
an
move
issue.
now.
There's no
It's
question.
an issue.
Dallas Cowboys.
All
here's
right, the
selection.
Dallas Cowboys are
Just
coming
yell again.
with their pick.
All right.
Here it is, folks.
All right. Thank you. Y'all don't know I used to be a Kansas City Chiefs fan growing up back in the day until I was blessed to become a Dallas Cowboy. Hut, hut.
How about them Cowboys?
So, as an undrafted free agent, on behalf of my Hall of Fame teammate Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys, with the 90th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Davarion Overshawn, linebacker from Texas. Go Cowboys!
I actually like
Okay.
this a lot from
I
a
like
Dallas
this pick.
perspective. This is a guy who
I really like this pick.
obviously
I
was one
told
of
you
the,
that we
the
needed
better
a
players on that Texas
linebacker and
defense.
offensive
Not shy
lineman.
about getting after the quarterback. Had those 4 sacks
And
this past season.
I also
career high
said that the
96 tackles.
linebackers were
Cool
going
background.
off
Kind of tells you about what it means to grow physically and
off
grow as
the
a
lift
player. He was a
fast
former
here in the
safety. They
third
moved him
round.
down to linebacker.
So I
If you
feel
watched
our
him from
next
2021,
move
he didn't
tomorrow
really see it that well. He
in the
looked
fourth
out
round
of position. He
to
looked
be
like
an
he wasn't
offensive
really
lineman.
sure what he wanted to do. All of a sudden, you turn on 2022 tape. He's firing when his eyes see it, and these eyes are seeing it more quickly. He's playing with much better instincts, much better feel for run fits. This is a player, because he's a former safety, who has very good range. He's a physical hitter. He's a little bit wiry, as
I
you
like
can
the
see.
pick.
But
I
he's
like
also
the
a
pick.
very slippery pass
I
rusher,
really
too.
like
So
the
when it
pick,
comes to blitzing,
Cowboy
he's a
Nation.
guy that I think will have a lot of success as a blitzer. And He's a
You all
third
let
down
me
player.
know
He
how
can
you all
cover
feel
or
about the
blitz.
pick. I
Yeah,
really like this
I'm
pick.
looking at him. I have it a little bit later. His use in coverage is actually very impressive to me, especially in the slot. So it could help out some of that defensive back situation. I like it. I think the growth is great. I don't know if I love it, but I like it.
Okay. Well,
Not being mean, just being honest.
kind of the way that you see it, which is fair. The Buffalo Bills, by the way, on the clock right now. We've been going back and forth on potential team needs for this Bills squad, and going back to what we saw on date.
Give me a
number
corner.
one, Dalton Kincaid.
Yo, what is up, Bills Mafia? Okay, Kansas City, chill with the booing, all right? I got a lot of love for you, too. You got some of the best barbecue in America, all right? You guys did win the Super Bowl last year, led by Patrick Mahomes. But that was last year, and this is this year, all right? This draft pick in my hands gonna help Josh Allen and the boys go to the Super Bowl and win it all. So without further ado, with the 91st pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select Dorian Williams, linebacker, Tulane. Let's go!
All right, I don't know if we're going to make it easy on our production crew. We showed you the highlight film for
All right,
Spears.
you
It was
all.
just taking a couple
This is all
picks
my
ago at
time
that
I
running
had
back
for
spot. And
tonight.
it was
Thank
all
you for
about
joining
what he
in
did
to the Real
against
Talk
USC.
Cowboys show.
Williams Bob
I'm
playing that
boy.
Cotton Bowl.
Real Talk
17
Cowboy.
tackles against the Trojans. Okay, there's some other highlights.
Tune in tomorrow.
There's some
Day
other
3 of the
highlight,
live
highlight plays for
draft
him. Nice
coverage.
job, by the way, that
And I'll
Coach
see you
Fritz
then.
is doing over there with the Tulane
Thank you all
Greenway.
for
Really
tuning
has
in.
them playing
Appreciate
good
you.
football. This is a player that
It's your boy.
some teams around the league were hoping would stay secret.
Real
Because
Talk
Dorian
Cowboy.
Williams has a lot of speed. He's a 4.49 40 guy. He has instinct in coverage.